What is up, guys? It is your boy James Eeks, and I am very happy to be back making a video for you guys. I have been under the weather this last week and a half. I've had a cough and a sore throat, stuff like that. So if there are any cuts and stuff in this video, guys, please bear with me. That is probably me coughing and cutting it out. I want to make this video as enjoyable as I can for you guys. But yeah, I did do a really big giveaway stream last Sunday. That was a whole lot of fun. We gave away an Animal Crossing Switch. You know, I really tried to make up for me being sick and me not uploading as many videos, me, you know, not streaming as quite often as I have been usually. So I hope you guys did come to that. I hope you guys did have a great time. But guys, I want to make this video. This is going to be a very informative video, kind of talking about how the COVID crisis is affecting VGC, the competitive Pokemon world, and how that is affecting me and myself. Let's get started with what you guys can see on your screen right now. So things were very up in the air until March 17th. So as you guys can see, guys, all sanctioned play Pokemon events are canceled through May 14th, 2020. More details here. Now, if you do click this link, it is saying basic stuff about how, you know, they are doing what's best for the community. They'll be monitoring the situation, all that great PR stuff. So this was a decision I respect a lot from TPCI. But the reason why this is so important, guys, is because May 14th completely encapsulates the next stipend period in its entirety. So real quick, guys, if you do not know about the stipend period details and all that, let me show you guys right now. So what the stipends are, guys, is, I guess we could just read it right here. It's pretty much the points that you obtained during these time frames. So for EUIC, it was all the points that you obtained between November 18th and February 23rd. The top four get 3,500 if it's out of region, and then the and 2,000 if it's in your own region, and then under 18. And then if you're in the top 8, so 5th through 8th, you get, where it says right here, 5th through 16th in TCG, or 5th through 8 get $1,000. So the reason why this is important, guys, is February 24th through April 19th was to get the stipend trip to North America. And so that included pretty much just Collinsville, the Puerto Rico special event, and locals. That's for people in North America. That's what I will be specifically talking about as it affects myself the most. And so the reason why this was so dangerous, like the reason why this tweet was so important, is because people actually were indirectly encouraged to go to local events and even these regionals that everyone was boycotting, because if you were to do well at those, you would be immediately put into the stipend race for this money, and you wouldn't even be you wouldn't even have as much competition because a lot of people weren't going to these events. So that was the really big thing about that. So that's why this tweet was so important, the fact that they canceled these events, because now all events are canceled and no one has to try to race for this money. And it was very, very dangerous, you know, indirectly encouraging people to travel. So this cancellation was actually really important. I personally was fighting with the struggle of losing the potential stipend, because I am currently in 3rd place right now. And now that the events are canceled, you know, if they were to give money, you know, I would be guaranteed that top 4. But I'll get into that in just a second. But so I personally felt the struggle of, do I go to these local events? I was thinking of going to some mid-season showdowns, you know, about a week and a half ago. And obviously I decided not to. I announced that I wasn't going to be going to any of that. And so pretty much I firmly was on the side of, I'm giving up the potential stipend. If these people want to go be dangerous, go to these local event gatherings for these points, like, so be it. I guess I'll lose the money. So it definitely did hurt me making that decision, because, you know, I had to choose. Well, it was my whole trip to Puerto Rico, you know, flight, Airbnb, all that time, money, and then me winning, me practicing a lot, getting 200 championship points. It hurt knowing that might equate to nothing in terms of the stipend race, and it might even equate to nothing in the whole grand scheme of competitive Pokemon, which, you know, because we don't even know if World is going to happen. But luckily, guys, with this tweet, all of this was salvaged a bit, and, you know, that brings us to what is going to be happening in the stipend future. Yeah, we don't really know exactly what's going to be happening with that money, and of course, like I just said, I am currently in the top 4 right now. So, I mean, while I am curious as to what will happen with this money, you know, I'd like a return on my investment and, you know, my performances, you know, I get rewarded for that. Of course, I would want that. Like, I understand that TPCI is taking a huge financial blow right now by canceling all these events. It's not like they're going to get their money back. I highly doubt it. They are paying all the players that got rewards to the European International Championships that was canceled. They're paying all of those players right now. And so I already know that they're taking a big financial hit, like I just said. And especially, I don't expect them to be paying us out for such a half-baked season. Once again, North America only had Collinsville Regionals, Puerto Rico Special Event, and local events. So, I mean, I don't expect them to really pay out. So it's weird, but I mean, of course, if they were to pay out money, I would be one of the people that would benefit the most from it. So, I mean, I am curious about the money, but the money was supposed to be meant to travel to the North American Internationals, which I don't think will be happening. So this has made me very uncertain and stressed, you know, about the future of my points and all this kind of stuff. But I 100% feel for TPCI and respect any decision they make. So I just wanted to update you guys on that, what some of us competitive Pokemon players have on their minds, you know, showing another layer to the uncertainty in the scene. But now the biggest thing, my friends, is what's going to be happening with World Invites and if the World Championships is even happening. So just a little quick overview on how players, you know, get their World Invites. It's pretty much, you know, when you hit 400 championship points obtained, you get the invite to the World Championships. And so you get points through regionals, internationals, premier challenges, mid-season showdowns, international challenges, all that put together over the span of your year. If you hit that amount of points, which is different based on your geographical location, North America is 400, Europe is 300, for example. So once you hit that point amount, you are invited. And I'm going to be using myself as an example for how players are affected by this the most, because, you know, I am very worried about this and I can use my own experiences the best, you know what I mean? So guys, I chose to not play competitively in the 2020 season until Sword and Shield was the format, which was January 4th. So I started from 0 championship points, guys, because I did not play any Ultra Series, which was on Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and that was from August 2019 to January 4th, 2020. So pretty much August 2019 to December 2019. I had 0 points because I chose not to play in that. So my projected events, I was going to be going to Dallas, Puerto Rico, Charlotte, Salt Lake, and Santa Clara here in NorCal. And of course, any locals or mid-season showdowns, that kind of stuff that I was able to attend to. And, you know, for a player of my skill level, what skill level I hold myself to, I believe this would be enough events to, you know, safely get my World Invite. And that's assuming no insane results where I like win an event or win 2 events back to back, you know, just like very average, top 32, top 16, maybe a top 8, you know. I thought this would be enough for me. And, you know, Dallas happened and I received no points. I gotta say, I was poorly prepared. My team was a bit subpar and I played against amazing opponents. So that was all the reasons why I didn't do too good at Dallas. You know, no one to blame for myself, but that was only one of my, 5-6 events. So, and while I did win the Puerto Rico Special event, of course, I still need more finishes to get myself to Worlds. And 2 of the 3 regionals that I just mentioned are canceled, as you guys can see here. You know, Charlotte and Salt Lake, both canceled. And so Santa Clara, which is the one nearest to me, May 23rd and 24th, down here you guys could see, I'll move it right here, is most likely going to be canceled. I would imagine it's most likely to be canceled. And of course, on top of this, there's not going to be any locals happening either. So the period to be able to gain championship points ends after the 4th international, which I will scroll back over here to show you guys. And so the North American International Championships right here is the 4th one, which is June 26th to 28th. So June 28th is the last possible day to earn championship points for your World Invite. June 29th is when everybody has been decided if you are going to be able to participate in the World Championships or not. So I'll move back over here. And so, of course, people that were relying on these events that are now canceled are left wondering what's going to be happening to all their hard work and their dreams of becoming a Pokemon World Champion. And I am, in that boat as well. As of this second, if Worlds were to happen regularly, which I seriously doubt, many of us would not have enough events to get our Worlds invite. If they picked up from May 15th, let me check the tweet. If they picked up from May 14th and onward, that's so many events that were canceled that not the proper amount of players would not be getting an invite to the World Championships because of that. Meaning their seasons would be over and all their hard work would be kind of flushed down the drain. And, but that doesn't mean all those players that didn't get invites to the World Championships, so myself and plenty of others, while it completely looks like it, that doesn't mean that these players were worse than the players who got invited to the World Championships, or they did better. They were just victims of an unfortunate circumstance. They had all these time, they had all these events, and they never got to prove themselves. So it is really frustrating and saddening to myself, someone who I think that I would be able to get the world invite and would love to try to become a world champion. I just don't even get the opportunity. And then, in a way, I'm even, too uneducated people, to be honest, would think that maybe I'm not as good as all the players that are at Worlds when, we just didn't get our chance because all these events got canceled. So indirectly, using Smash terms, we would be punished for not playing in that early season, which, like I said, I didn't play Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So that would not dictate hard work or skill, which is exactly what the World Championships is about. So guys, that's going to bring me into my next section where I want to talk about proposed season changes. While TPCI has made some questionable decisions in the past from the eyes of the competitive community, I truly hope and want to believe that they won't let this happen, what I just spoke about before. I want to throw out what I think might be the best way of handling the situation, and of course my personal opinion. And guys, please take this with a grain of salt, as I am not a master of business logistics or finances, etc. But I want to lay this out first. I do not like the idea of holding the World Championships or any online qualifiers online. I think it takes away from the magic of the World Championships, and I'd much rather have a delayed World in person than anything online. Anything Worlds online. So I think that would be pretty lame. So I propose that we pause the season and hold the events that were canceled in the future. And in a similar fashion to this idea, Billa, as you guys can see right here, Billa is a very historic, influential player and TO of the VGC community. And he proposed an idea like this as well. So as you guys can see his tweet, he says, what if we canceled everything until March 2021, basically skipping 2020, freezing leaderboards, freezing championship points, and continue the current season with the EUIC in April 2021. And I think this would be super cool. I think they could deem it the 2020-2021 World Championships. I think that would be really cool. And I think this would be a very positive way so that everyone's work and play up till now was not wasted. And I actually think that this wouldn't affect players too much. The only thing I think it would affect is, a few flights and hotels refunds wasted, if they bought these events in advance. But I think that is a small price to pay to actually have the magic and, the magic, exclusivity, luxury of the World Championships, the prestige, if you will. So I think this would be great. Everyone would get their fair chance of getting their Worlds invites, since we would hold the regionals again, all the ones that were canceled, and up till then, we would have them again just next year. And I think this would be great. And then another cool thing is, the season has also been changing in game. So, season VGC season 2, season 3, the seasons could just keep changing all the way up until then, until the VGC 2021 season. And so I would guess that the World Championships would be held using Pokemon items, etc., that we were able to get through the DLC expansions, Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. So I think this would be really cool. I think that showing that you're willing to halt Worlds and then deem the next Worlds the 2020-2021 World Championships, I think that would be really, really cool. Now, the immediate negative idea of this is having VGC freeze for an entire year, which I agree is very sucky. While I believe in the grassroots abilities of the Pokemon community, I feel like we can band together. I just think that having sanctioned events completely frozen would be very unfortunate for the scene, but it also may be a lot of useful time to get people that normally wouldn't have ever played VGC into VGC by them playing in these grassroots online tournaments. They end up really liking VGC. You know, they might give it a shot because of, you know, being home, quarantined, all that great stuff. So that would be cool if maybe it could even benefit us, and then those people decide to travel more in the future. So maybe there is a positive to that. But the thing is that we don't know how long the COVID epidemic is going to last. So this could possibly be an amazing idea if the epidemic lasts longer than just a month or two. Everything is uncertain, of course, depending on when the world is going to be in a better place. So while this is all conjecture, I really like Billa's idea personally. Another question raised right there in the comments is about the age divisions. VGC is split into 3 age divisions: juniors, seniors, and masters. So seniors are pretty much approximately between the age of 13 and 17. So 13 and younger are in the juniors division, and then 17 and older are in the masters division. So I would say that players should just be kept in the A division that they started in at the beginning of the VGC 2020 season. So, you know, back in August 2019, if you were declared in the seniors age division, then you would be in the seniors age division for the 2020-2021 World Championships. So guys, now that I've shedded a little bit of light on that situation, you know, I want to talk to you guys about my own personal struggles right now as a competitor and a, you know, new attempting to grow Pokemon content creator. So as you guys know, my passionate project, the thing that I've been doing to set me apart from other Pokemon content creators in this space, was my event wrap-up videos, as you guys can see right here. And, you know, these were focused on wrapping up and analyzing official Pokemon circuit events. You know, no one was really doing that. Obviously, these events are canceled until further notice, which means that my content, the content that I loved creating, and the content that fulfilled a certain niche here in the VGC scene is obsolete. Also, when I am playing long Pokemon sessions on stream, you know, each moment I'm playing is not only for entertainment and education for you guys, but it's also for my own personal practice. And for right now, to me, there is nothing to practice for. You know, lots of organizations and players are hosting grassroots events online right now, which is totally amazing for our community. Do not get me wrong. It's really, really cool. But one huge reason that I moved from Smog on singles to VGC all the way back in 2013 was the real event support of an actual organization, that being TPCI in VGC. A point circuit with stakes at every tournament, real life tournaments that all led up to a prestigious elite event truly meant the world to me. You know, this big tournament that like would mark the best in the world. It was like a celebration of the journey that all of us players had. It was a culmination of all the best players in the world. You know, our blood, sweat, and tears really led up to this single event. And with grassroots tournaments, I personally just don't feel competitively motivated by them. You know, there are no stakes besides money and, you know, that Twitter clout. Playing in real VGC events gave me a sense of accomplishment, and I just don't think an online tournament could ever really give that to me. You know, of course, this is my opinion, and I'm speaking from the heart, so not everyone's going to feel the same way. Currently, I feel the only reason to play VGC right now is for fun or to practice for the uncertain future of VGC, where we don't know how, you know, long until things will be back to normal. So with the official circuit on an indefinite halt and the current season 3 rules right now being practically invalidated, you know, as the season is going to change and all events are canceled, I'm just not feeling super motivated to play competitive Pokemon right now. You know, my motivation is being questioned. It's kind of at a standstill. But I don't want this at all whatsoever to make you guys think that I'm not going to be making videos and streaming and all that jazz. Like, I still will. You know, it's just the videos that I was making for you guys are now not relevant. So I just need to take a step back, and I need to figure out what kind of content I'm going to be making, because I truly love making content for you guys, and I really do want my, you know, YouTube, my Twitch, my platform to be successful. That is totally my dream, but this is making it harder for my dream. You know, a lot of people, a lot of content creators are benefiting a lot from this. You know, they get to stream and make more YouTube videos more often, but it's just really hard when the content that I was trying to make is directly effective because they were linked with the competitive scene. So I'm just not sure what kind of content I'm going to be making. You know, my normal formula won't work. So I just wanted to let you guys know that and sympathize with your boy just a little bit. You know, this is the #1 time to support content creators. You know, we're pretty important. You know, we've got a lot of videos and streams to come out to entertain everybody who's home, and you know, a lot of us are struggling. A lot of the small ones that, you know, had a different job on top of this. You know, I had Lyft. So just wanted to let you guys know how I'm kind of feeling about that. So guys, in conclusion, those are my thoughts on the matter. You know, not everything was perfectly articulated, and once again, I'm not a master of business logistics. I don't know what's realistic for TPCI, and I really am sure that they are trying their best. So I just wanted to let you guys know about this complicated situation. Maybe you saw a side of the competitive scene you might not have been thinking about, and I also wanted you guys to hopefully empathize with the struggle that I'm currently going through from this with me and my content. So guys, thank you so much for listening and staying educated with your boy. So guys, that's going to do it for me. Until next time, my friends, I will see you guys later. Peace.